Each one of these will go 8 laps in distance, and the top 16 in passing and finishing points will lock themselves into tonight's main event. Our first ideal ready mix will look like this on the pole. Out of Newton, Iowa, the 15C of Kurt Schroeder. To his outside from Independence, it'll be the 45 of Kurt Martin. Second row inside from Webster City, it'll be the 76 of Jason Haney. On his outside from Guttenberg, Iowa, the 44 of Luke Godert. Row 3 will be the 56 out of Oxford, Iowa. It's Andy Eckridge. On his outside, tonight's fast qualifier from Malvern, the 62 of Justin Zeitner. And rounding up the field from Clear Lake, Iowa, that'll be the 7 of Al Haina. Field bunches up, and we will come to life off of turn number 4 right here. Right now, we are all systems go in our first ideal ready mix heat race. 8 fast laps around here. 4 wide there coming off of turn number 1. And Goder will have the advantage over Martin as they go down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Kurt Schroeder up in front to get this one off. Lap 1 will go to the 15C. Schroeder, we got trouble on the exit of turn 4. Luke Goder out of shape, and he will collect Andy Eckridge. Looks like no heavy contact between the two, and the caution will be out. Caution on the speedway. A 2-car tangle there with Luke Godert and Andy Eckridge, bringing us under yellow flag conditions for the first time. So here we go, a little shakeup of the order, but we are back in business. Kurt Schroeder, Kurt Martin, that'll be row 1. Jason Haney, Andy Eckridge in row 2. Justin Zeitner and Al Haina in row 3. Luke Godert out back in row 4. Caution lights are out, and we are ready to try it again off of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. Back underway we go. Off through 1 and 2. Schroeder goes up to defend the line from Martin. Meanwhile, Andy Eckridge and Justin Zeitner side by side as they go into turn number 3. Jason Haney on the low side as Schroeder off of turn number 4. Lap 1 will go to Schroeder. Haney right second. Justin Zeitner pushed off the track off of turn 4. That's going to allow Andy Eckridge to pull up a side. Zeitner, good run through the middle of 1 and 2. He'll nose ahead, back ahead of Eckridge for the 4th spot. Meanwhile, still up for grabs with the 2nd spot as Haney slides up the track. Martin got out of shape, and Haney hangs on to the 2nd spot. Here comes Justin Zeitner. He'll pick off Kurt Martin for the 3rd spot. Here comes Martin back on the outside. Great racing there for the final spot on the podium early on in this one. Justin Zeitner back up the hill in the 62 machine. Martin gets back underneath him. Great back and forth we're seeing there. Kurt Schroeder, meanwhile, remains your leader. Jason Haney runs second. Justin Zeitner, big rooster tail there as Luke Goder drops the right rear over the edge in turn 2. He recovers, but he loses ground on Andy Eckridge. Kurt Schroeder remains your leader. Jason Haney rides in second. Justin Zeitner is third. Kurt Martin is fourth. Andy Eckridge fifth. Then it's Luke Goder and Al Haina to round out the running order. Laps continue to wind down here at the Mason City Motor Speedway. Looks like 3 laps to go in this one. We'll take it down to turn number 3. Haney with a big move. Just able to clear Schroeder. 2 to go. And Schroeder was able to get back ahead of him at the line. Great back and forth here. And now Justin Zeitner, we're going to make it a 3-car battle. Zeitner gets the short end of it, gets squeezed down to the line. Haney back up the track off of turn number 4. Haney will have the lead as they come down to the white flag. Who gets back here first? What a race. Justin Zeitner getting by Haney off the low side, and now he'll go toe-to-toe with Kurt Schroeder. This is for the heat race win. Slider from Justin Zeitner off of turn number 4, and it will be Zeitner to pick up the win. Kurt Schroeder will come home second. Then it's Jason Haney, Kurt Martin, Andy Eckridge, Luke Godert, and Al Haina. What a run. Give it up for these late models here at Mason City. But your winner of our first Ideal Ready Mix Heat Race, he comes to us from Malvern, Iowa. Tonight's fast qualifier in the ZSI Logistics, Zeitner & Sons Trucking, Likas Lawns, DJ's Dugout, number 62. Give it up for your winner, Mason City, Justin Zeitner. 7 cars again, 8 laps. The top 16 in passing and finishing points will lock themselves into tonight's $3,000 to win Hoker Trucking main event. What a thriller that one was. That was only one heat race, too. I've got a feeling if this is what the heat races are going to look like, the best is going to be yet to come. 8 laps the distance. Kirby Schultz on pole position. We are all systems go in Ideal Ready Mix Heat Race number 2. Good takeoff from the outside lane. That'll put Gabe Umbarger with the whole shot as they go through 1 and 2, side by side. For the 2nd spot, for the 4th spot. A lot of guys slipping up off of turn number 2, and Jeff Heikey's going to get underneath all of them. Jeff Heike now to the third spot. Meanwhile, lap 1 goes to Gabe Umbarger. Todd Cooney rides in position number 2. Jeff Heike already up to the third spot after starting back in the 5th spot. And now Luke Petska back in position number 4. Chad Holliday looking to the inside of Kirby Schultz for position. Off of turn number 4. Holliday will have it off the exit to move the 32C out of Muscatine into the top 5. Jeff Heike continuing to hunt down Todd Cooney for position number 2. A couple of long-time late model drivers battling it out for the silver medal spot. Cooney has the upper hand over Heike as they go down the front stretch. Meanwhile, Gabe Umbarger putting in a solid run in that 91 machine. Leaving Kevin Stowe a power plant between the frame rails on that MB Custom chassis number 91. Excuse me, that Black Diamond number 91. And right now, he's doing a great job. He continues to show the way. We're halfway done. 4 down, 4 left. It's been all 91. Gabe Umbarger. Todd Cooney continues to ride in second. Then it's Jeff Heike third. Luke Petska runs fourth. Chad Holliday in fifth. A great race there at the back of the pack between Kirby Schultz and Daryl DeFrance. DeFrance trying to look to the inside as Schultz for position number 6 on the speedway. Not going to happen there. Meanwhile, Chad Holliday starting to pose a challenge to Luke Petska for the 4th spot. Green flag high in the air. 2 laps to go. Holliday looking inside of Luke Petska as they go into turn 1. Side by side there off of turn number 2. Petska half car like, oh, there's contact there. Great save by Holliday, and he won't gain the spot. The white flag is out. Chad Holliday going to try to mount the charge once again here on the final circuit. Things are getting really close up there. Meanwhile, they'll go down the backstretch and into turn number 3 for the final time. He will lead them all. Gabe Umbarger. He will win our second Ideal Ready Mix Heat race. Second at the line will be Todd Cooney. That is Jeff Heike, Luke Petska. Then it's Chad Holliday, Kirby Schultz, and Daryl DeFrance will round out the field. So one more time, race fans, give it up for him. Our second Ideal Ready Mix Heat race winner. He comes to us from Garner, Iowa, in the Fertilizer Equipment Specialist, IMC Transport, Paulson Construction, Motorsports Marketing Innovations Group, number 91. Give it up for Mason City, Gabe Umbarger. Second row inside from Dubuque, Iowa. That'll be the 40 of Joel Callahan. On his outside from Omaha, Nebraska, that's the 1 of Jake Neal. Row number 3 on the inside from Ames, Iowa. That'll be the 22 of Charlie McKenna. On his outside from Decorah, Iowa, the 16 of Tyler Bruning. And our 7th and final starter out of Knoxville, Iowa, that will be the 32 of Curtis Glover. Here we go. Caution lights are out. We are ready to do battle once again. 8 laps the distance. We are green again here in Ideal Ready Mix Heat Race number 3 for the Holland with Hooker Trucking East Series. Off through 1, Dave Eckrich on the low side. He'll have the whole shot. Meanwhile, Jake Neal goes right to work on the outside of turn number 2. Neal goes toe-to-toe with Joel Callahan for the 3rd spot. Callahan looks low, trying to pull the slide. John Neal going to cross underneath Duffy. Lap 1 goes to Dave Eckrich. Side by side, my race pass has Joel Callahan in second over Jake Neal, but only by 9 thousandths. Neal able to get that spot. Here goes Tyler Bruning. Big run on the inside. Here comes the Rockman. 3 wide for second. Off of turn 4, Neal will have the second spot over Bruning and Callahan as they go into turn number 1. Jake Neal, that Swartz chassis, holding off the capitals of Tyler Bruning and Joel Callahan, but it's all behind the Black Diamond of Dave Eckrich. Oh, and Callahan way sideways in 3 and 4. He'll save it, but he'll lose 2 spots out of that deal. So now Logan Duffy, he runs the 4th position. Charlie McKenna back in 5th. As we are now halfway through this one, 4 laps down, 4 remain. Dave Eckrich continuing to show the way. That Grove Racing engine between the frame rails on that Black Diamond chassis looking good. Jake Neal runs 2nd. Tyler Bruning is 3rd. Then it's Logan Duffy 4th. Charlie McKenna 5th. 6th is Joel Callahan, but not for long. Here goes Curtis Glover to the inside. Glover trying to take that 6th spot away from Callahan as they go through 3 and 4. He'll have it off the exit of 4. Great race there at the tail end of the field between Callahan and Glover. Meanwhile, Tyler Bruning looking to pose the challenge to Jake Neal for the 2nd spot. This time around, green flag high in the air 2 more times around the Mason City Motor Speedway for the Allen Sierra Construction Mac Tools number 58. Dave Eckrich, he finished 2nd in the standings 1 season ago. He currently sits about 8th in the standings coming into tonight. White flag is out. Final trip around the speedway. Dave Eckrich, a solid run. He'll take it into 3 for the final time, and he will take all 8 laps for himself. Our 3rd Ideal Ready Mix Heat race will go to Dave Eckrich. Jake Neal will take 2nd. Then it's Tyler Bruning coming home 3rd. Logan Duffy will be 4th. Then it's Charlie McKenna in 5th. 6th at the line, it's going to be Curtis Glover over Joel Callahan. So one more time, race fans, Give it up for him. Our third Ideal Ready Mix Heat Race winner coming to us from Oxford, Iowa. In the Precision Performance, Mac Tools, Allen Steering Construction, Performance Bodies, Leading Edge Designs, number 58. Give it up for Mason City, your winner, Dave Eckridge. Row 2 on the inside from Davenport, Iowa. It's the 07 of Matt Ryan. On his outside, your current points leader from Wheatland, Iowa, the 15K of Justin Kai. Third row back on the inside from Omaha, Nebraska. That'll be the 26 junior of Corey Zeitner. And your sixth and final starter, he is the defending West Series champion from Norfolk, Nebraska, the 04 of Tad Pospischal. So this time 6 cars for 8 fast laps. Top 16 in passing and finishing points lock themselves into the main event from the heats. Ron Boyce bringing him off at turn number 4. We are all systems go in our fourth and final Ideal Ready Mix Heat Race. Nice and even there. Stewart and Ryan nearly getting together off at turn number 2, but they'll sort things out. Boyce will lead the 6-pack attack into turn number 3 for the first time. Matt Ryan looking low off at turn number 4. Can't get it. Ron Boyce will lead lap number 1. Matt Ryan was second as they cross the line. Derek Stewart runs third. Corey Zeitner has worked his way to fourth, and now Zeitner to the inside of Stewart. That is for the third spot as they go down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Tad Pospischal and Justin Kai going at the defending champions from the West and East Series, battling it out for position number 5 on the Speedway. Pospischal has the 5th spot over Kai, and now Stewart trying to go all Chris Jericho and break the walls down off at turn number 2. He'll slip back to the 6th spot. Meanwhile, Corey Zeitner, he's worked his way to 2nd. Corey Zeitner now up to position number 2, one of the mainstays on the Malvern Bank West Tour. Already rattling off a win on that tour at the Shelby County Speedway, Harlan, Iowa. Meanwhile, Ron Boyce, a nice, solid run for the 74 out of Kelowna, Iowa. Boyce continuing to pick him up and lay him down in that Thrap Electric number 74. Meanwhile, Corey Zeitner rides to that 2nd spot. Tad Pospischal, after starting 6th, is up to 3rd. And then it's Matt Ryan, Justin Kai, Derek Stewart rounding out the field. 3 laps to go as they cross the line this time. Field continues to fan their way out across the Mason City Motor Speedway. Justin Kai, good move to the inside of Matt Ryan for the 4th spot. He'll have that spot going into turn number 3. Meanwhile, 2 laps to go this time. Justin Kai, he was our winner here back in 2020. Kai already 2 wins on the East Tour. He won at Davenport, and then he won at Cresco earlier this year. Meanwhile, the white flag is going to fly a 3/8 of a mile to go for the 74 of Ron Boyce. Meanwhile, tensions are hot at the back as Derek Stewart nearly got around. Stewart made contact with Matt Ryan on the exit of 4, but they sorted out. Meanwhile, off a turn number 4, it's going to be the wily veteran Ron Boyce. He'll win our final Ideal Ready Mix Heat Race. Corey Zeitner hangs on for 2nd. Then it's Tad Pospischal, Justin Kai, Matt Ryan, and Derek Stewart. They will round out the field. So one more time, race fans, give it up for our 4th and final Ideal Ready Mix Heat Race winner for the Holland with Hoker Trucking Super Late Model Z Series. He hails from Kelowna, Iowa in the Thrap Electric, Lesser Concrete, Boyce Excavating and Bulldozing, Dan's Water Service, Hostetler Auto Service, number 74. Give it up for him, your winner, Ron Boyce. We'll then settle a couple of provisional spots, and that should give us a 22-car field for tonight's main event here at the Mason City Motor Speedway. Don't forget, race fans, the Holland with Hoker Trucking E-Series returns to action on Saturday, September 3rd with our big debut at the Bull Ring, the Benton County Speedway in Vinton, Iowa. That'll be on Saturday, September 3rd. We hope you'll join us out there. That'll be the next round on the 2022 season. So here we go. The field tightens up, and we're ready to come to life off of turn number 4, race fans. This is the last chance for one last dance here at Mason City. We're green in our Predator Custom Trailer Speed Feature. Nearly 3 wide for the race lead. Kurt Schroeder off the top shelf will have the whole shot as they go down the back straightaway. Matt Ryan and Kurt Martin side by side for the 3rd spot. Keep your eyes on Ryan. That's the 4th and final transfer spot for the time being. Lap 1 goes to Kurt Schroeder. Luke Godert currently 2nd in the point standing. He's going to have to try to come out of this speed feature. He rides in 2nd. Matt Ryan comes home 3rd now. Ryan on the outside of Martin to take the bronze medal position. Here comes Logan Duffy on the inside. Martin, good run on the low side. Nice back and forth there. Ryan 3rd as they cross the line. Matt Ryan and Kurt Martin doing a great job on there. Oh, and Godert drops the right rear over the edge. He recovers quickly, but he'll lose the 2nd spot to Matt Ryan. Luke Godert, I know he does not want to rely on a provisional to make it into tonight's main event. He had to do that at Independence Motor Speedway had a good charge through the field. And right now, Goder back to the inside of Ryan off of turn number 4. Ryan will have the second spot. Goder, meanwhile, hanging on to third over Kurt Martin. Good battle between the 44 and 45. And now we'll throw the 40 into that mix. Here comes Joel Callahan. Good run down the backstretch for the Dubuque Bank and Trust number 40 as they go with the 3 and 4 this time. Kurt Schroeder continues to show the fast way around. We're one lap shy of halfway. Kurt Schroeder remains your leader. Matt Ryan in second. Luke Goder is third, and Joel Callahan trying to take that fourth spot away from Kurt Martin as they go into turn number 3. Halfway home now. 6 in, 6 left. And all eyes are on that fourth and final transfer spot. Joel Callahan to the inside of Kurt Martin. Up the track goes the 40, and Martin will keep the fourth spot. Meanwhile, Logan Duffy able to maintain position number 6 on the speedway from Derek Stewart. Off of turn 4, Stewart trying to get the good run off the top of turn number 4. Duffy blocks his progress down the front straightaways. The field continues to fan out. But Kurt Schroeder doing a great job. One of 3 drivers running the East and the West Tours in 2022. Schroeder currently 10th in the East Series standings coming into tonight's action at the Mason City Motor Speedway. Doing a great job on that. Kurt Schroeder, CPA Jet Training Services number 15C. He's up front. Laps continuing to wind down here. Field continues to fan out across the Mason City Motor Speedway as we're slowly getting closer. We're getting closer into closing formation here. Green flag high in the air, 2 laps to go. Joel Callahan starting to settle back a little bit off at turn number 4. He's almost a straightaway behind your fourth and final transfer spot right now, the 45 of Kurt Martin. Track is definitely starting to slick off through turns 1 and 2 right now. There's a bit of a streak on entry to turn 3 as the white flag comes out. Final trip around the speedway for the driver out of Newton, Iowa. Kurt Schroeder doing a great job. Matt Ryan trying to close that gap. Again, the higher you finish, the better you start in the main. Off of turn number 4, it will be Schroeder to hang on. He will win your Predator Custom Trailer Speed feature. Matt Ryan will join him in the feature, and so will Luke Goder and Kurt Martin. That is Joel Callahan, Derek Stewart, Logan Duffy, Daryl DeFrance, Curtis Glover, Kirby Schultz, and Al Haina will round out the field. So how about it, race fans? Your top 4 moving on to tonight's main event. The 45 of Kurt Martin, the 44 of Luke Godert, the 07 of Matt Ryan, and your winner as he comes off at turn number 4 out of Newton, Iowa in the Kurt Schroeder CPA Jet Train Services, Pre-Owned Autos of Des Moines, MB Custom Chassis, CRP Services, Ball Excavation and Plumbing, number 15C. Give it up for your winner, Kurt Schroeder. And when they come off of turn number 4, it looks like maybe we'll take 1 or 2 more times around the speedway. Race fans, they come off of turn number 4. We want you up on your feet. Make some noise. Send these drivers off in style. Mason City, Iowa, the time has come to scream, shout, and let it all out. You can only hope to contain them because you can't beat them. The Beasts of the East, the Holland with Hoker Trucking Super Late Models. Here we go. Second ever visit here to the Mason City Motor Speedway. Justin Kai, he was our winner here back in 2020. Kai starts on the inside of row number 7. And we are ready to do battle this time. Jeff Eike and tonight's fast qualifier, Justin Zeitner, on the front row. Field tightens up, and our Hoker Trucking main event is all systems go here at Mason City Motor Speedway. Off we go through 1 and 2 to kick this one off. Jeff Eike will lead the stampede down the backstretch. Justin Zeitner going to take the fight to him right away as they go into 3 and 4. Side by side off of turn number 4. Lap 1 will go to Jeff Eike. Eike the leader after 1. Justin Zeitner rides in that second spot. Then it's Tyler Bruning running third. Tan Pospischel fourth. Corey Zeitner the top 5. As we get lap number 2 in the books. Eike still up front in 77. Justin Zeitner trying to take the fight to him as they go through 1 and 2. This time Tyler Bruning staying to the low side off of turns 1 and 2. Zeitner with a good run off the exit of 2, but can't get around Eike. Eike continues to show the race lead off of turn number 4. Back to the top shelf goes the 77. Here goes Zeitner to the inside for the race lead. Into 1. Zeitner goes to the inside, slides up the hill in turn number 2. Can he secure the lead? He will down the backstretch. Eike going to try to return the favor. Nice and easy through 3 and 4. Slide job off of turn number 4 at the line. Eike still your leader. Great back and forth here in the early stages of this one. Zeitner now up in front. He is able to get that exchange And now Ike back to the inside. Here comes for another slide job. Not going to happen there. Justin Zeitner now your leader. Justin Zeitner now in control with Jeff Ike. Now he's got Tyler Bruning, as Bruning was able to make it by him for the second spot. And now the Rockman into the silver medal position. Ike has fallen back to third. A little bit out of shape off of turn number 4 is the 77. That's going to allow Tad Pospisil to close in. Pospisil staying on the low side of 1 and 2 right now, trying to close in on the 77 of Ike. Meanwhile, the field continues to work its way around the Mason City Motor Speedway. Justin Zeitner trying to go for a clean sweep tonight. He was #1 qualifier. He won our first heat race. Can he pull off the feature win as well? Zeitner trying to get his second win on the East Tour. He picked up 1 on the Malvern West Tour, and then he won an East versus West race. Both of those at the Adams County Speedway. Todd Cooney a little bit out of shape off of turn number 4. Great battle there with Jake Neal. Meanwhile, Neal on the outside of Chad Holliday. That's for the 6th spot as they come off of turn number 2. Great race there. Holliday and Neal side by side there as they come off of turn number 4 this time. Give it to the Ripper as they cross. Meanwhile, Justin Zeitner about to catch the back markers. Justin Zeitner, that Shepherd Racing engine between the frame rails on that Longhorn chassis, number 62. Zeitner down to the outside. He'll put the 99 Diodero de France down a lap. And now Tyler Bruning continuing to ride in that second spot. Tad Pospisil ready to take the fight to Jeff Ike as they come off of turn number 4. And at the line this time, give third to the 04 as they cross. Jeff Ike falls back to the 4th position. Corey Zeitner back there in 5th. Good run for the 26 junior out of Omaha. I believe this is Corey's first visit here on the East Tour to Mason City. And right now, Justin Zeitner doing a great job in that 62 machine. Won with that car the very first night they had it out over at the Ray Houck Memorial at Adams County Speedway. That was a $6,000 victory. And now Zeitner going to slide the slower car of Kurt Martin. Justin Zeitner, 2-lap cars between himself and second place running Tyler Bruning. Tad Pospisil now runs 3rd. Jeff Ike 4th. Corey Zeitner the top 5. Then it's Jake Neal, Todd Cooney, Chad Holliday, Charlie McKenna, and Justin Kai. That's the top 10 at this point. Laps continuing to wind down here at Mason City Motor Speedway. Justin Zeitner putting on a clinic on the outside line. Had a good exchange early on in the race with Jeff Ike, and now he's going after Luke Godert. Second place in the point standings right now, on the threat of going down a lap. Halfway home in this one, 15 down, 15 left. It's been clean and green so far. Let's keep it that way. Tyler Bruning with a good run off at turn number 2, trying to close the gap. Oh, and Pospisil got involved with a slower car. Pospisil got on the backside of Kurt Martin. That could allow Corey Zeitner to close in for position. Meanwhile, Tyler Bruning ready to take the fight to Justin Zeitner. That gap is shrinking between the 62 and the 16. There is a slower car between them, but not anymore. Zeitner up the top off of turn number 4. He got a little sideways in 4. Here comes Bruning. Bruning is ready to make the challenge for the 62 machine. Tyler Bruning trying to get his first win on the tour as Bruning dropped the right rear over the edge on the back straightaway. He keeps it going in the right position. But Justin Zeitner running that top shelf to his liking. Last time we were here, the top shelf was the place to be early on, but then the inside line came in. That's how Justin Kai scored the win here 2 years ago. Definitely a different racing surface here at Mason City, and Justin Zeitner's making him pay on the outside lane. It was Zeitner and Ike in the first couple of laps, and now JZ in well control of the race lead. Almost a straightaway advantage over Tyler Bruning, and now Zeitner trying to put the 99 of Luke Petska down a lap. Zeitner drops off the low side, off the top shelf. He'll get around the slower car at Petska. Meanwhile, battles on for 4th as Corey Zeitner, high, wide, and handsome, goes to the 26 junior. CRZ will go to 4th around Jeff Ike. Ike not done with him yet. Nice battle there off of turn number 4. Give it to Zeitner as they cross the stripe, and Corey Zeitner will secure the 4th position going into turn 1. Meanwhile, Justin Zeitner continuing to ride that top shelf to his liking. Longhorn chassis with a Shepherd Racing engine between the frame rails on that 62. Nice solid run here. It's been a clean and green affair here on the High Bank 3rd mile at Mason City. We're continuing to click the laps off nice and easy. Justin Zeitner now trying to put the 07 of Matt Ryan down a lap, and now the lap traffic's a rolling roadblock in front of your leader. Logan Duffy able to get in front of Ryan there for position. They're the last two cars on the lead lap. This could allow Tyler Bruning to close the gap again. Tyler Bruning making his fourth start on the East Tour in 2022. And now Zeitner to the outside. He'll try to get around Matt Ryan. He'll nose ahead on entry to turn 3. Meanwhile, Tad Pospisil now starting to pose the challenge to Tyler Bruning. Here comes the 04. 5 laps to go this time. 5 laps remaining here from the starter. And right now, Zeitner still putting him on notice. Zeitner doing a great job not competing for the championship on the East or the West Tours in 2022, but still playing on house money. And he's playing big time. Tad Pospisil continuing to try to run down Tyler Bruning. Couldn't get the run on the low side. There's some lap traffic down there. So that's going to make the 04's cause a little bit tougher. 3 to go this time for Justin Zeitner. He has been flawless. Had that great exchange with Jeff Eike to start the race. And it's been smooth sailing on the outside lane. This time around, green flag will be high in the air. 2 laps to go for Justin Zeitner. Trying to get his 3rd win on the season, his 2nd on the East Tour. Again, his last win was an East and West race at Adams County. The one before that was a Malvern Bank West only race. Justin Zeitner off of turn number 4 will take the white flag. 1/3 of a mile to go here. Oh, and Bruning's in trouble. Your 2nd place runner is down with mechanical issues. The caution is going to come out for the first time on the final lap. Tyler Bruning, your 2nd place driver, goes down. Possibly a blown right rear tire. Maybe on the 16 of Tyler Bruning. What a heartbreaker there for the Decorah, Iowa native. Justin Zeitner, he's put in a great show so far. Let's see if he can finish it off right. This would be his first East-only race win of his career. Here we go. Justin Zeitner will bring us off of 4. 2 to go at Mason City. Back underway. Pospisil goes right to the bottom lane through 1 and 2, trying to pull it even off of turn number 2. Not going to happen. Car lead advantage in favor to Zeitner. Pospisil back to the low side. He's going to have clean air to work with on the low side. White flag out. Zeitner's got it dialed up long distance. Into 1. Pospisil goes low. Zeitner stays through the middle through turn number 2. Good run down the backstretch. And it will be his first East Series win of his career only. How about it, Justin Zeitner? He will score the win here at Mason City. Tad Pospisil comes home 2nd. Then it's Corey Zeitner, Jeff Eike, and Jake Neal will round out the top 5. So a solid run here. Give it up for him, race fans. Your winner out of Malvern, Iowa, the 62, Justin Zeitner, your winner. There he is, race fans. Give it up for your winner, Justin Zeitner. Man, oh man. How about that one, Justin? 2 nights on this car and 2-way feature wins, this time on a high bank bull ring. So great job getting the sweep at Corning earlier, but now you can get the win here on the bull ring. Job well done.
Yeah, this place is it's badass. I'm telling you, like, there's no reason we shouldn't race here every week. I know I said that because I won, but what they've done with this place, I mean, everybody that's here, a fan tonight, like, bring back a friend so this place keeps going because it's badass. I'm telling you, it don't get better.
Take us through those early laps, as you and Jeff Eike were throwing in sliders like there was no tomorrow. We didn't know how long that was going to last, so I'd tell you, a lot of fans up there, I think they didn't want that to end.
Well, I mean, I'm not sorry to disappoint them. I'm glad we could race it out clean. Jeff's, I mean, he's been around a long time, not taking a chip at his age, but shit, my dad used to race that guy for national points titles and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to go toe-to-toe with him, and it's even cooler to beat him.
Not only that, but this is a clean sweep for you. I think this is the first time, this year, that anyone has gotten a clean sweep on the night. Number 1 qualifier, came out, started 6th in your heat, won that, and then put on a clinic here to win the feature.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to go. I mean, my guys, they work hard. Mitch couldn't be here this weekend. Damo came with me, and he does everything I need him to do. I can't thank him enough. And just everybody that supports me, man. DJ's Dugout, they helped me out a ton. Leakus Lawns, Zeitner and Sons, ZSI Logistics, Big Tie Smoke Meat, my wife and kids for putting up with me doing this. And this one goes out to my whole Zeitner family, man. It's not a good situation right now at home. My grandpa's not doing well, and I'm just glad if we can tell him I won, that'll mean the world to me.
Definitely. I hope this will make the healing process a little bit better. And as say, after last night at West Liberty, I think the car turned out better. It's got less dirt on it than I did last night.
Yeah, that was a shame at West Liberty. You know, we set fast time by 3/10, and I wanted to raise that deal too. It'd be way more fun to go home with $6,000 than 3, but we'll take it.
Well, definitely. We'll let you celebrate out there and taking some good vibes back down there to Malvern. Great job tonight.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Once again, race fans, Justin Zeitner, your winner here at Mason City Motor Speedway.